This is the 2 Cents Podcast, and of course, I'm your host, Nino. Again, I always thank the man for blessing me to get up. Please, people, continue to subscribe and send them subscriptions. My shout-outs, of course, I'm going to have to give them. Hey, what's up to my man, David Parker, USA Podcast. That's my partner there. He's doing big things over there, USA Podcast. David is very diverse and hitting news coming out the gate at a real hectic and a real hectic and a real big time pace. So people, please check out my partner David Parker at USA Podcast. He has all kind of things that he comment on, and he has all kind of content that I think you will like. To my people that I always shout out to, what up Big Marlon? What up Nyrus? What up Big Dre? What up Herb? What up Marco? What it do Foley? What up Donnie? Again, what up to Anthony Humphrey and London Watson and their family. I want to send my condolences again to Avery Dunn, who passed away Monday of a massive heart attack. Hey man, my prayers are with you, homie. And my prayers are with that family too. God bless you guys, and please stay strong. What up Ross Strickland? That's my partner there. Doing all good. What up, Big Blue? What it do? Luther, my man from Chicago. What it do, Bruce Simmons? My man out of Saginaw Mission. What's going on with you? Chilling. Just chilling on it. What up to my ladies that always have that informative information for me. I always have a topic. Something for me when I might get stuck and they say, hey, I got something that I want you to talk about. Miss Lucille, Miss Val, Miss Valeria, Miss Mary Bell, Miss Amber, Miss Ivy, Miss Shelley, Miss Naomi, Miss Carmen, Miss Daisy, and her dude, Warren, what up, Chapato, Miss Brittany, let me see who else, since I'm forgetting. A lot of times I be forgetting. I'm not trying to forget. Miss Brittany, what's up, Miss Courtney, Miss Deja, Miss Tasha, and let me see who else. I think I'm forgetting one more. Let me think. I think that's about it for right now. Anybody I forget, hey, my bad. I'm sorry. But I will get back to you. I'm just on this news real great. But really, I appreciate all of y'all helping me out. Helping me build this channel, helping me do what I do. Believe me, I appreciate y'all to the fullest. Very striking news that I was going through some little things with my computer on my laptop, and this was very interesting. A woman suffers cardiac arrest taking the bar exam, and nobody didn't stop to help her. A woman suffered a cardiac arrest while taking the bar exam at a Long Island college, and administrators of the test allegedly didn't stop to help her. Joseph Landau, the dean of Fordham Law School, confirmed that a woman who was a graduate of their New York City-based school. Landau's statement was that they were saddened to learn of what had happened to one of their graduates during the New York bar exam this week and have been in touch with the family to monitor the graduate's health. Landau said, "Our thoughts are with the graduate and the family, and out of respect of the privacy, we right now do not have any further comment." Come on, people. What we doing here? And I know, the bar exam is a big thing because we need lawyers, of course, for the judicial system and for courts, to take care of the people that do wrong, for the people that do bad and need to be put in jail and things like that. But you mean to tell me even taking the bar exam is more important than giving administration or giving aid to a human life that's in distress, That's obviously it needs it's emergency, something is going on. What are we doing here? What is this a world coming to? I mean, so you telling me that the money, because the money that's poured into taking these bar exams is so critical, and it has to be so much, it has to be earned since the money be put in as for taking the bar exam, that a woman that's having cardiac arrest, fighting for her life, the administrator or the instructors continue on with their bar exam while this lady is fighting for her life. You know, I'm talking about right there, immediately, right there, things should have stopped, halted. You can always come back and take that bar exam. You can reschedule it. But this is a human life. And you're going to tell me that people continued on, the bar exam continued on, the session of taking the bar exam continued on, just like this lady's life is not worth nothing, just like she's worthless, you know, just like her life doesn't matter. Man, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. This is ludicrous. And I'm not talking about Chris Bridges. I'm talking about ludicrous. This is crazy. One fellow test taker claimed that the woman was never attended to during the mental ordeal or the medical ordeal. Let me repeat that again. One fellow test taker claimed that the woman was never attended to during the medical ordeal. She collapsed onto the floor and was making gurgling sounds, clearly in serious distress. For what felt like a long time, no one reacted until a few people began calling to help or making a scene. What kind of concentration, what kind of concentration was going on in that bar exam? I'm talking about what kind of zone they was in. So again, you're going to tell me this is a class full of people, humanity, human beings, and this woman is obviously in a life or death situation, and they are in a zone so much that she's fighting for her life. She needs help. You know, she needs help right now. It should have been 911. Where did the CPR come? Did the CPR even come? Did anybody in that class even know CPR? But I'm saying through all of this, you were telling me these people are taking this bar exam, and the administration, everybody was in the zone so much that they told us just block out this lady that obviously is in a serious emergency condition that she needs to be attended to right then and there. This is wild. The examiner stopped. Everyone just kept going, or at least tried to. I understand that emergencies are unpredictable and that they might not be much flexibility built into bar exam procedures, but this was wrong. Hey, I know the bar exam didn't have nothing to do with her going into cardiac arrest, but if that lady passes on, you're going to tell me that's not going to be no lawsuit? It's not going to be, because the time that they wasting steady pushing on to trying to get this procedure of getting this bar exam taken and get it completed, this lady needs help. She is definitely crying out. Her life, she's in a life or death situation again. Now, it hasn't been nothing reported that I know newly that she has passed away. Maybe, hopefully she's in stable condition. Hopefully she's getting better. But if you tell me that this woman passed away, them few precious moments, seconds that she was ignored could be very instrumental in her passing away, or very detrimental in her passing away, or could have been very instrumental, as I've said it wrong, could have been very instrumental if she passes away of saving her life. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you telling me that taking a bar exam is so important that you can't reschedule it when a person's life is on the line? What are we doing here? Seriously, what are we doing here? What are our priorities? What are the morals? What are the dignity of humanity and life? What is going on? Why, again, I mean, me, myself, if I know CPR or whatever, I'm going to stop doing that bar exam, even if I don't get to do it again. And I know it's precious, and a lot of people depend on it because they want to become lawyers and they want to go to law school. And, you know, you have to be competent to get the bar exam. I mean, to take the bar exam and go to law school. But I believe you can always get a chance to do it again. This is a life right here, a precious life. That lady is not no cat. She's not no cat. She doesn't have 9 lives. She was granted 1 life, and her 1 life was in trouble, and she's taking a test along with fellow people in there taking it with her. And I'm talking about, was it men or women, and even the instructor, and everybody is nonchalant. I mean, everybody just blowing it off. And again, I know it's not procedures for things like that to take a bar exam, but where is human dignity? You know, where is this, you know, we know this is wrong. We need to try to help this one. This is supposed to be the United States of America. You know, together, strong, we fight. That lady fighting for her life, and everybody, including the destruction, is just nonchalant, like this is a joke. Man, this is ridiculous. Newsday reported test takers returned to complete the exam after a lunch break, and no announcement was made about the ordeal. The woman was taken by ambulance to Nassau University Medical Center. Also, now they just want to blow it out. Now they just want to have a gag order about it. No, nothing is said. Nothing about the women. Nothing about the woman. And I believe, actually, it was people in there that seen what was going on. And, of course, they want to do good on their bar exam. Because if I'm taking that to be a lawyer, taking my bar exam, I want to do good, too. But I know there's some people in there that have compassion in their heart, that have a heart, that wanted to know how's that lady doing. But everything is hush-hush. Nobody want to say nothing. Everybody just quiet. I mean, this is, I'm interested to really see what's going to be in the end game of this, because I like to see if this lady, even if she doesn't pass away, even if she come out of it, and she might get have repercussions from the cardiac arrest. She might still be alive, but the cardiac arrest might leave her still with some more problems. What would her family do? You know, will they sue? Will they look to sue or whatever? Because this is just uncalled for. I can't believe this. And this is in the state of New York. You know, the big metropolis. New York is full of people. So you can't say nobody was right there. I still can't believe nobody didn't know CPR. And if they did know CPR, and it was administered to her, again, why did everybody take so long? Why was it this, you know, it was hesitance towards this woman's life because you taking the bar exam. This is wild, man. This is crazy. I mean, I know things are important, and I know things do happen, and I know a lot of times things are out of people's hands and control, but it could have been a little effort taken. I mean, finally somebody called after this woman is on the ground, gurgling, probably turning colors, probably gasping, probably making most sounds, you know, trying to just get herself together, and she's panicking, and you know, she probably almost lost, you know, this, how she's trying to breathe. She's probably basically unconscious, or headed to be unconscious, and yet everybody that's there looking stuck continued to take the test and wasn't even told to stop. Like if you stop taking, if you was halt and stop your testing and questioning, like you're gonna get penalized. Like the instructor is gonna get brought up on sanctions because this lady has cardiac arrest on the ground fighting for her life. And he said, well, hold on. This is emergency right now. Taking this bar exam is not the main emphasis right now. We need to help this lady. Another test taker added, that's a real person who could be dying right in front of us. She was dying right in front of us. And we still being expected to continue to finish our questions for the exam. Boy, they want you to be tough-minded because it don't get no tougher than that. And I know being a lawyer, you have to be tough-minded, mentality strong. You know, you have to be able to play the game. And where if you was a defensive lawyer or if you are a prosecutor lawyer, again, you have to sometimes don't even have no compassion for who you send to jail, for who you prosecute, for who that when you are on trial and you're going against another lawyer and you get a conviction or whatever, even if it's a female, a kid that's on the border of being, say, 17, and he does a crime that a grown person would do, and they go ahead that he's 17, and they still try him as 18, and he might get death row, or he might get the death penalty, whatever. You have to be tough-minded like this, but right then and there, it's not even about the law. It's not even about sending somebody to jail. It's not even about good and bad. It's about somebody's life right there that's on the line that needs help and needs help right then and there. From a purely human standpoint, that's another human being in distress. And that's not something that you could just flip to the back of your mind immediately. At least for me, I couldn't flip it to the back of my mind at all. Knowing me, I had to stop. There's no way I can concentrate. There's no way I can keep my focus. It's no way I can stay dialed in. And this lady is on the ground, eventually might become unalive. Her life is in the balance right now. And we up here worrying about, a bar exam that you can take over. Me, myself, I would have to stop. Now, I know it's probably a lot of people, and I applaud y'all. If y'all that tough-minded, it could have continued on and had that much focus. And I know you're supposed to have focus, but that's a human life down there. That human life could have been you down there. All the tough-minded people, because I'm mad at some people going to say or comment, well, you got to stay focused. What could they did about it? They don't know nothing. They don't know CPR. You didn't have to know CPR. What's wrong with getting up, somebody running and calling 911, somebody making a scene again? They eventually made the scene, but the woman was already going through her episodes then, So what's wrong with somebody reacting quickly and trying to put a stop to this? I mean, man, I have heard some crazy things, but I'm going to say again as I close on this. You mean to tell me taking an exam, even though it's for the law, the state, and I know lawyers and the bar exam is a big deal because we need good lawyers, so on and so on. But we talk about a life crisis right here on the ground, and you're going to tell me that you're going to tell me that I have to make a decision between taking the bar exam and this life that's in a crisis on the ground fighting for her life, and the bar exam seems more important. It seems the main priority. People, my people, our people, everybody, every people. Is this what we coming to? Is this really what we coming to? A woman suffers cardiac arrest taking the bar exam. Nobody didn't stop to help her. 2 cents, the podcast. I'm Nino. God bless that lady, and I hope she make it.